Hello!
Hello everyone!
Here are again Judith
And Tatjana!
and we are
Boston World
World.
Championships. The time has come, the big highlight, end of the year has come.
yeah, it's a big event always and everybody wants to be in their top shape and to deliver and to peak at this event, and this year it's even more important than usual because it's also serving as a primary qualifying event for the upcoming Olympic Winter Games.
Yes, like usually of course the medals are for grab. Of course some want to be top 10, they want to qualify, but this year I feel like there's so much at stake for so many skaters here. They want to be at the Olympics in Milan next year. And I talked with Dennis Vasilyevs like an hour ago, and he said the tension is there in the air. And it would be a little bit too much in this video to explain you the process, how to qualify for the Olympics, but if you want to read more information about it, you can find it well explained on the ISU website.
Yeah, there's a specific article dedicated to this topic. So, and nevertheless, we are going to start the competition on Wednesday with the women's trot program.
Women's trot program, and we have, I think, 3 big contenders. It is not as clear, like of course we have Kaori Sakamoto, the 3-time reigning world champion, and it would be historic.
Almost historic, because it's been like 65 years that a woman won 4 consecutive world titles. That was Carol Heiss, United States, and so that would be really something if Kaori achieved this. But she has had her ups and downs this season, so she is not like unbeatable.
Not like it. She had this very good competition at NHK Trophy, where she also has the season's best score.
Huge season's best.
By all the skaters. But that was a one-time good competition, kind of. Like all the other competitions, I think Japanese nationals was also okay, but the rest of the competition she faltered a little bit. She seemed vulnerable, and that leaves the door wide open for, I think, mainly Amber Glenn, who will be skating here at home.
Yes, Amber Glenn, of course, and she's the only woman in that field that has a triathlon.
Yes, and she's unbeaten this season. She competed 5 times, she won all 5 times, including the Grand Prix final, and that should set her up very well, and the crowd will be behind her, and also, yeah, we wish her the very best.
And I spoke earlier to her, and she said that training has been going well, so.
Then we have the 3rd contender. Last year's bronze medalist, Chaeyoung Kim, has been in terrific shape in the second half of the season. She just won 4 continents, and it feels like also she beat Kaori Sakamoto at the Asian Winter Games. It seems like she cannot miss.
Yeah, so she's been so consistent, especially then after the Grand Prix season, and also in practices. Definitely a top contender.
After that, there's so many strong women here. Monichiba didn't skate her full potential at 4 continents because she was sick, but she was right there. She was 2nd at the Grand Prix final, and definitely, I think, also wants to jump on this podium this time.
Right, and then there's Nina Petrikina from Estonia, the European champion. Now with fresh confidence, also coming to this event after doing so well. Wakawa Higuchi, the Japanese lady who was 2nd world silver medalist 7 years ago. So if she comes back to the podium, that also would be an historic achievement.
We have some other strong contenders.
Isabeau Levito coming back from her injury. She's a world silver medalist.
Yes.
And Alyssa Liu also coming back from a break, from a longer break. So, and again, they're also competing at home and will be so excited.
Yes. And we have some other skaters who really want to get into that top 10. I want to point out Nina Pimsarone, who is here, the only skater from Belgium, and she has to place in the top 10 in order to secure herself and maybe potentially Luna Hendricks, who wants to come back next season, 2 spots for the Olympics. Otherwise, there would be only 1 spot for both of these women.
Yes, right, and then at least that leaves a chance to go for 2nd spot in Beijing, the qualifier. Yeah, then we continue with the pairs.
Pairs also very, very wide open. 5 teams that kind of compete for the podium, I would say. And yeah, we have, I think, the two top teams this season were Minerva, Fabian Haas, and Nikita Volodin, and from Japan, Riko Miura and Ryuichi Chiara. They were the top scorers this season, but of course we also cannot count out the reigning world champions.
Right, Diana Salata and Maxime Deschamps, who were a little off at the beginning. Then he was sick. They missed the Grand Prix final, but at the Four Continents they came back. There's a very strong free skating, so they're back in business.
They can build up on that.
And Miniki were probably the most consistent this season.
Yes.
Overall. And then of course we have also Sara Conti and Nicolo Macci.
Coming back this season after a little bit challenging season last year. They won the bronze medal 3 years ago, and yeah, they're on the rise
2 years
again. 2 years ago, yes, sorry. On the rise again, and of course also still on the rise, the Georgian team of Anastasia Metelkina, Luka Berulava, who won the bronze at the final. They jumped up to also secure the bronze at Europeans, won Junior Worlds, and yeah, they're also very hungry for success.
Yeah. And of course we have the US teams that want to do well on home soil, especially Lisa Yefimova and Misa Mitrofanov, the US champions who train here in Boston. They are from here, they are on the posters everywhere, and for Lisa this was like, oh my god, so not used to so much attention. And Ellie Kam, Daniel Scheer, who's had a good performance in the Grand Prix, and then they're struggling a little bit, but hopefully they will regain their top shape for this event.
Yes. Also, Leah Pereira and Trent Bichot of Canada had very, very strong four continents. I ran into Leah yesterday and she was still excited about this four continents medal, where they actually beat the two American teams. And yeah, were very, very solid, and I think they come here with a lot of confidence.
Right, so then next are the men.
The men, and I'm already crying because there are 39 men and 24 spots in the final. 39, also the ice dance, we'll come to that later. They also have so many teams, and there will be, but especially in the men, I think all of them have the hope to make the final.
And they all have the potential.
Yes.
Basically, there's nobody, because with the minimum score, you don't have anyone that is really not at that level.
Yes. But we just know that there will be 15 men who will not make it, and my heart breaks for them now already, but we'll see. Let the best ones advance.
9 ladies also will drop out, because we have 33 entries.
Yes, but for the men it's like even more. Yeah, so that will be very, very exciting from the first skater on. But we have different to the other categories, we have a very clear favorite.
Yeah, Ilya Malinin, of course, the defending world champion, the quad god.
Unbeaten since Grand Prix in France 2023, so 1.5 years. He won everything, and he can even allow himself a few mistakes, I think, because he's so above everyone else with his technical content. But we don't know yet exactly what technical content he will bring.
Right, so Ilya always likes to, keep it a little bit secret, keep the tension high with surprises he plans. So, and he said it's really depending on the condition, on the ice, on how he feels, and of course if it's worth going maybe for the 7 quad program. And because Ilya's also has a good strategy. He knows, what to do, and he's very smart in this. And we will see what comes out of it in the end. Yuma Kageyama.
Yes, I guess his biggest challenger, the silver kid, 3 silver medals, a little bit like Chiashin.
Yes, like always silver, 3 times, also Olympic silver, so he really would like to have a gold medal around his neck one day. So
and he's been challenging himself with the more difficult quad, the flip and even the Lutz. He tried recently, but that also has led to some mistakes. He hasn't been that consistent this season.
Yeah, and I think he is taking out the Lutz for it's not, but the flip is still. Yeah.
We have to watch out again for Adam Xiaoying-Fa. He had a very strong outing 2 or 3 weeks ago at the Sonia Hini Trophy. He wanted to compete after his injury and the not so successful Europeans one more time, and he did very well there. And he has been in Boston this last week already, preparing very hard. And he told you it's been going well.
Yeah, and his ankle injury is really getting much better, and he can train normally and catch up because he lost so much training time. but now he's really back on track.
Then Challenger also has been on the world podium before. Junwan Cha also had an injury in the first half of this season, but has been performing very strong, especially at this Asian Winter Games.
Where he beat also Yuma Kageyama.
Exactly, and was also quite strong at 4 continents, where he lost to another contender though.
Yes, Mikhail Shaidorov. That one, that skater from Kazakhstan has been really on the rise as well this season. Breakthrough moments for him, and he won the 4 continents. It was very emotional win for him, and doing all these difficult elements, the crazy quad combos that nobody else does in competition.
Yes. If he has another strong skate here, he definitely could also be on the podium. Then who comes to my mind also is Kevin Amos. I mean, he's been so up and down. He's been brilliant at Skate America especially, and he's been performing very well in the US. So that's something that actually...
Yeah, he trains here partially, so that's also helped maybe.
Yes.
He's comfortable here.
And I saw him this morning in training, and I thought he was very strong. He landed a lot of quads already, and yeah.
And he brought back his old tour program.
Yes. Last year's short program. He has some good reasoning behind it. He wants to dedicate it to the ones who lost their life tragically on the plane crash, and also wants to, because the theme is a transgender, and he said it's very meaningful to perform this message in the US, which I think is a very good point.
Good. So maybe let's move on to the ice dance.
The ice dance. Of course, the ice dance world has been shaken up the last weeks because we will have a huge comeback next year with Guillaume Cizeron and Laurence Fournier-Bondery. But they're not here yet. They're maybe just skating in some skaters' minds. Not yet though. So we have the old favorites.
Yeah, and we have the teams that were on the podium the past 2 years. Of course, Madison Charles Evan Bates, who aiming for a 3rd world title, Piper Gillis Paul Poirier from Canada, and Charlene Guignard, Marco Fabian.
And Chuck and Bates have been here on the podium already 9 years ago.
Yes,
and I think this time,
here.
Yeah, and this
bronze
time
medal.
They do want to sit in the middle,
yes,
for sure.
And but it will be a tough fight because Piper Gillis and Paul Poirier beats him very narrowly at the 4 Continents Championships.
It was kind of the only competition where none of the big teams really faltered, and there Piper and Paul beat them. That made it very exciting.
Yes, and then Charlene and Marco also have been doing very well, winning their 3rd European title pretty clearly, and going for another gold medal.
Probably also have some confidence, and of course they have already in mind the Winter Games that will be in their home city in Milan. Well, we have some challengers. Of course, who comes to mind first is Lila Fear and Lewis Gibson, who kind of profited of the mistakes of others in the first half of the season, won both of their Grand Prix, got 3rd at the final, and they, I think, also really want to jump on the podium because they have been 4th 2 consecutive times.
Yeah, but at the Europeans they had a little setback because they came only 3rd. Were beaten by the French team that has been gaining momentum this season, Yevgenia Lapareva and Geoffrey Brissot,
who I think come probably here without too much pressure, and that could also benefit them. And we shouldn't count out Marjorie Legerat and Zachary Laga from Canada, the team that has so much potential, and many see them as the big contenders for the next quadrennial. They were 5th last season and 4th in the final this year, and with 2 strong performances can also shake things up.
And there are many other strong teams like Julia Turkila, Matthias Versluis, and Alison Reed, Soros Androlevicius, and others.
Very many
it's a
strong
deep field.
teams.
Yeah.
And also there we have
36 dance teams. Yeah.
And so many will not make it. But in ice dance it's a little bit, okay, some teams know already, probably they don't have a chance. It's a little different than a man. Still, I think everyone here comes with high hopes. And,
so we hope you will follow the World Championships online or in person, and it should be very exciting, and
just hope that everyone does their best.
Yes, you can enjoy the competition, and then see you soon.
What comes out. See you soon, enjoy.